put some more products out too, so they kind of do it all at once. So there's a couple things that aren't in here yet, but I'd be happy to talk about them later and stuff like that. So here's the product guide. Then also these are kind of like our little Bible. So in here, if you guys want to look at them throughout the class or whatever, that's fine. These are on sale for $25 each also right now. But you can look up the individual oils in here. And it will tell you exactly what they're used for and how to use them per oil. Or like if you just have like something going on, like maybe you're feeling a little sad today or whatever, you can look up depression. It'll tell you what you need to use for that. So the red ones are the ones that you're going to want to try first. And then the orange ones are going to be the ones you try second. And some of them even have green. Those are going to be like your last resort kind of things. All of them are going to work, but you might need to use the green ones a little bit more, or the orange ones a little bit more, or kind of combine them. So these are for you guys to also look at throughout class if you would like. Leave those there. Does everybody have a pen?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sorry. And then these are just like little miniature books. So you can look at those too. So first off, I'm Lindsay. I started with doTERRA back in December. I officially got started, let's say that. I've been using doTERRA for, I would say, 2.5 years now. My friend got me started when I was pregnant and about to go into labor. And she's like, oh, you have to try these oils like when you're in labor. It will help with like the stress, and it will help with this, and it will help with that. And I'm like, you're crazy. You know, I'll take the oils, whatever, but you're crazy. I did not use them. And then after I had my daughter, I started developing really bad anxiety issues that I never had before. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and just try these oils and just see what happens, because what do I have to lose? So I put on Serenity, which is one of the ones that she gave me, and I just like my chest released, because I get really bad like chest pains when I get anxious, and it just like released, and I could breathe again. It felt amazing. I was like, okay, just keep using this. It's interesting. Well, then about a year later, one of my other friends came up to me and she was like, so I sell doTERRA. I was like, that's awesome. I already know someone that sells doTERRA. I don't know, I'm good. And she's like, no, like seriously, like she's talking all these oil things to me. I'm like, okay. I was like, well, I guess I could use something for allergies. So she sent me an allergy balm. And I was like, okay, I just put it on my feet or whatever. Well, I have really bad allergies where I live, and only where I live. And I haven't had to use medication since I started the allergy balm. So it's got lemon in it, and it has peppermint in it, and it has lavender. And then I actually boost it with a little bit of frankincense. It gives it's kind of like turns regular oils into like superheroes kind of thing. And so I put those on the bottom of my feet, put those on the bottom of my daughter's feet, and we haven't had any allergy issues. So it's been awesome. I've really, really enjoyed them. And since I've got into doTERRA, I have just been able to take care of everything in our house with oils. So stomach issues, cuts and scrapes, bruises, headaches, everything. I've replaced basically all my medicine cabinet. So I love my oils. I was very skeptical at first. Like I said, I was like, I'm not gonna really try these, but whatever, I'll take them anyways, since you're pressuring me. But my daughter loves them. She has her own roller balls, and she sits and she puts them on, and it kind of calms her down. She's 2, so she needs a little help focusing sometimes. But she loves them. My husband, who's a Marine, he loves them. It helps soothe his muscles after he's been out hiking all day, or he's just spent a really hard day working. He uses them, kind of working into his battalion a little bit. They're starting to use them. They're really liking them. So everybody's really enjoying the oils in my family. So that's a little bit about me. I don't know if Jenny wanted to say anything about her experience so far. You can if you want to.
Okay, so I have been using oils since February,
Yes.
and Lindsay sent me some samples, and Peaceful Child and Lavender were my go-to. And Peaceful Child is a blend that she created that has just really helped with Jensen and his autism and working with him. And I use them for my migraines and muscle aches, and because I work out a lot. So that's where my experience comes in with the oils and what I've started to use them with, remedies and things like that. So
No, I know you've had some heavy drugs for migraines.
heavy drugs for migraines, yes.
Is the oil working?
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing?
I use peppermint oil, and I use the deep blue rub, which is up there, which is it's a combination that they've created.
And there's also a deep blue oil too.
Yeah. I like the rub just because it's just easier to use. I guess you could say it's maybe a substitute for some other muscle achy kind of medicines, but I like the fact that it's all natural and we know exactly what's in it, and it's not crazy.
And that's another thing I love about this company is our oils are distilled straight from the plant, and then it's tested 7 times for purity and potency. If it does not pass the test, it gets tossed out. Now, a lot of people say that's whatever, you're just telling me that, whatever. We sell an oil called the Melissa, and a bottle about this big costs $115. And it's our most rare oil that we sell. And last year, the area that we sell it in got too much rainfall, and it drove down the potency. And so when they went to go test it, it failed. And so they destroyed the whole crop, and they started over. And so Melissa has not been available since last year. So their mission is to really give us that, like, the purest and most potent oil that they can, and they really stick to it. And I didn't believe that until I heard about the Melissa. I'm like,
well, and Roman chamomile too.
Yeah. So Roman chamomile just got taken off 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I had bought some the week before, so I'm like,
it was in my order, and it got taken out.
Their crop did not come up like the way it was supposed to. So they were only able to harvest a small amount. It was potent and it was pure, but it did not fill the fields like it normally did. So they only got a small amount. So they did I don't remember how many bottles they said, but they did a few bottles of just the regular Roman chamomile, and then they're saving the rest for the blends that they have the Roman chamomile in. And then they're actually getting a new grower to do the Roman chamomile and kind of start over with that. The company uses growers instead of owning their own farms, because the growers know how to grow the best. That's their job, is to know how to make these plants thrive. And they're also grown in places where they're going to thrive the best. So you're not going to find them all in the US. They're scattered throughout the world. There's some in Africa, there's some in Europe, there's some in Asia. They're kind of all over the place. That way, it's going to make sure that their oils are the most potent that you can get on the market. There are other companies that use, they plant their crops all in the US. And there's no problem with that, but they don't always thrive the best here. So that kind of sets the difference a little bit between our oils. Ours are usually a little more potent than other companies. Ours tend to be a little more pure too. I think let me grab this real fast. And we'll get into this when we start the video too. But on every bottle, you'll see it says CPTG. That's certified pure therapeutic grade. So in order to be pure, a oil only needs 10% of actual oil. Everything else can be additives. So the certified pure means that This whole entire bottle is just oil. There's no additive whatsoever in this bottle. It's just the oil.
And if you look at some of the oils brands that you can see at either Whole Foods or some other places that do sell essential oils, which is very few in St. Louis, but they'll put on the side of their label, you'll see like fractionated coconut oil, grapeseed oil, or you'll see carrier oils mixed in with it already.
They're very diluted.
Yeah.
The only place I know, other than somewhat Whole Foods sell a variety of brands, is Cheryl's Herbs. Have you ever been there?
Mm-mm. I haven't.
In St. Louis. No. Cheryl's Herbs is the oldest holistic medicine supply. They were in Ellisville. Right near
by the
opposite
lakes.
classes, but I don't know if they're still there. But
They are.
that is the original.
It's a weird place.
It's a weird place, but that they don't carry anything that's hocus pocus there.
Okay.
She's the real deal.
Focus, focus.
No, so if you ever want to talk to somebody,
It's on your body when you go in there.
she's
Oh.
like,
Fun.
It's my favorite thing.
she is, no, she has, she's pretty qualified in herbal medicine, like authentic.
Interesting.
Tiny little hole in the hole in the
It's
left
kinds
hand.
of places though.
Yeah, but it's been around since the time began. But if you ever need to ask her anything, they know everything about. That's the place.
The little place we went to, they didn't know anything about
Nothing.
oils.
At all.
That's the only place I know.
We're gonna get started on the video part. If you open up the magazine I gave you, there is a little brochure in there. We're gonna be following along with that little brochure. Looks like this. Let me steal this for a second. It looks like this. We're gonna be following along with it. There's places in here where you can take notes if you want. You guys also have an order form in here, so like if you want to mark oils that you're interested in, you can go ahead and do that.
I need my like senior citizen magnifying glass.
Do we need more light?
No, what happens is
It's just too small.
when you're
Sorry.
mature, your eyesight is just not as good as when you're young, and that's why we read like this. Like,
Well, it will be all on the video. It's just a good way to follow
what happened
it.
to you? You wait.
They don't have.
I like to make sure some people are visual, some people, auditory. I like to make sure everybody's kind of covered.
We need that sight herbs.
That is for glaucoma.
Go ahead.
I'm hoping that there's
Yeah, hoping there's value.
We were having a senior citizen moment. Happy.
Healthy Living. This is an introduction to essential oil class. Today you are going to be educated and empowered in ways that maybe you never even thought were possibilities to you through the use of essential oils. You're going to take away 3 things from this class. 1, what are essential oils? 2, how do I use them? And 3, how do I get them into my home? And some of you may be looking at me thinking, well, I kind of want to do what she does. I'm a wellness advocate and an educator, and I feel passionate about helping others on their wellness journey. If that resonates with you, call a person or talk to a person who introduced you to this class and they can help you get started.
It should go straight into the next one. Yeah. I kind of already gave you my intro. I jumped the gun.
That's okay.
Okay, well, let's get started with our class. How many of you want safer, more effective health solutions? That was definitely why I came to my very first class. Did you know that plants have been used for therapeutic benefits since the beginning of human civilization? I'm excited because now Laura's going to share with you the history of essential oils and how they came to be and how we got here using them as natural solutions.
I love this history that's been given us here on our handout. And if you look, you can go back in time and realize that way back thousands of years ago, natural solutions were very much a part of what people had to work with. Now was here in the early 1900s is where modern medicine really came on the scene. We also find ourselves today in a place where perhaps we have some unmet needs. The focus here is primarily on symptom management, which oftentimes doesn't allow us to really take a look at and address the root cause. So notice that we've had really a re-entry into natural solutions, really bringing back to us the things that have worked for thousands of years and for millions of people on the planet. And here you'll see back in the year of 2008, 7 people decided to start a company called dōTERRA Essential Oils, determining to create on the planet an opportunity to receive pure, unadulterated essential oils as part of the natural solutions in our life.
Stop for just a second. Okay, so like I said, dōTERRA got started in 2008. We are a multi-million company. We are a multi-level marketing company, which tend to get shunned, but we are the fastest growing and most successful multi-level marketing company. We have reached that level of excellence, I would like to say, in 7 years. The last company that even came close, it took them 14 years to reach that level. So this company has grown very, very fast. And they are, like I said earlier, very, they really want to give us the best oils. And because of that, that's why they've grown so fast. People are just loving their oils that much. So that's another reason why I'm with them. They've obviously shown proof that these oils are really, really great, and they've grown so big so fast. Compared to our competitors that have been actually here a lot longer, they've surpassed them. So just wanted to add that little tidbit in. Go ahead.
And again, one of the things that I love about that is the focus is on root cause.
And we'll start.
Oops. I pushed a button. I was trying to play. I love technology. That button? Oh no. Oh phew. Okay.
So let's talk about what are essential oils and why would I use them? Essential oils come from plants. They're natural aromatic compounds found in the seeds, bark, rind, and leaves of plants, extracted and distilled for health benefits. If you look at your handout, you're going to see this picture right here. It's a picture of a peppermint leaf. You'll see that the little sacs on the surface contain essential oils. And I have loved experiencing peppermint in my home. If you have some, crack open the bottle and experience it now.
Pause it for a second. So I have some peppermint here. This is the bottle itself. I have some peppermint here. I put it in this bottle because peppermint is what we consider a hot oil. So when you put it on your skin, it tends to feel warm, kind of like if you were to put AC hot on. I've actually added a carrier oil, so it takes down some of that warm feeling because it can be very overpowering. Some of our oils, since they're hot, because of the potency themselves,
Sorry, that was me.
they need carrier oils so that it doesn't irritate our skin because they are so potent. So this is one of them. I'm going to go ahead, and if you want to, you can put some on. I like to put it on across my neck over my shoulders. It kind of helps ease some of my tension. Sometimes it even helps my headaches. If I put it on the back of my neck, usually if I have a headache, I put it across my forehead and on my temples. But if you would like some, you can go ahead and put some. I'm going to put a few drops in your hand, and you're just going to want to rub it onto the back of your neck. Just make sure when I put it on you to not get it in your eyes. It will burn. If you were to ever use the oil and accidentally get it into your eyes, you want to dilute it more with oils than you would with water. Water is actually going to intensify it. So I just want to let you know that now.
What would you put oil in your eye? Like,
You wouldn't put oil necessarily in your eye, but you just want to like maybe rub around it.
wow.
So
What type of oil?
So I use fractionated coconut oil, but you can use
Avocado or something like that?
Grapeseed. I use grapeseed.
A lot of people also use like extra virgin olive oil.
Mhm.
There is a huge list
Olive
of
and
carrier oil.
Avocados
Sunflower
are
oil
edible.
is a really popular one too.
Which one?
Sunflower oil.
Oh.
Mhm.
So there's a lot of really great ones out there.
So she's like rubbing this into her hands, but you would never do that, right?
Oh no, I totally rub it on my hands and I'm all like on my across
Really?
my neck.
Where I don't like things on my hands,
either.
and I use roller balls.
Okay.
So I have dumped that bottle essentially into a roller ball that I've purchased, and I just roll it onto my
The roller
neck.
ball looks like this.
I like the
It has a
roll
little
balls
ball
that you
on
make
top
for
of
me.
it.
I like the roll balls.
Yeah.
Roller balls are probably economical because you won't waste, and you could
Yes.
use a whole bottle in there.
Well, my eye, we can even use a roller ball right now.
And it's great for kids. Yeah.
And you won't get in your eyes. So.
Yeah. The other thing the reason I like to go on my hands because also it helps aromatically. I breathe into my
Oh, I see.
so
If you didn't have like a warm cup of tea or like warm water, you could do that with warm water
Yeah.
too and create the same effects. But if you needed a
Everybody's-
quick,
yeah.
like a migraine just hit you.
Sometimes people are like, hey, I'll just smell it from the bottle. I like to put it on my hands and kind of cup my hands over my mouth and nose and kind of breathe it in. I feel like it's a little bit stronger. And then for like the next hour, I can just stare and breathe it in as I need it. So would you like some? Sure. There you go. Would you like some?
Sure. You need like a gallon. So
This is also
spray her husband.
good for hot flashes. Like I get crazy hot flashes at work when it gets really moist. I do. I am aged ever since having Jensen. No, but I rub peppermint oil on the back of my neck, and it's quick. They say to use it for if you have a fever too. It'll drop your body temperature.
It's actually my pediatrician that does say that too. Like she's all about the oils, our pediatrician, and that's what she says for fevers.
Yeah, my niece actually has croup right now, and so she is actually having lavender and peppermint down her spine until her fever breaks. And it broke her fever. So, and we're using a couple other oils to help with her cough and stuff like that. She's actually, the doctor's a little bit surprised. She's actually gotten past that horrible coughing stage a lot faster than what they predicted. But I've been oiling her like crazy. So I diffused some stuff in her room last night, and so she's doing a lot better now. Now she just has a little bit of a runny nose, and that's it. So.
And Europeans eat it with everything, lamb, tabbouleh,
Wow. Oh yeah, that's right.
and all the
I
Europeans.
love it like crazy. I use it for a
Oh,
lot
yeah.
of things.
Mhm.
I use it.
If you use oil or even Castile soap with the peppermint in, that works as a natural pesticide in your vegetables.
Yep.
We used to use it on horses.
Oh yeah.
Horse flies.
I made my own shampoo with it, and
Very good.
So the last
like
class,
mm-hmm.
the last class I had, someone came and she had a migraine and was thinking about not coming. She didn't tell us. She just said, "Oh, I'm not feeling that great." She ended up coming anyways, and we gave the peppermint out, whatever. And like she stopped me in the middle of class. She was like, I just want to let you know I feel so much better. I was like, okay, what was wrong? And she goes, I had the worst migraine when I came here. She goes, I suffer from migraines. I said, why didn't you tell me when you got here? I would have given you something. Well, I didn't want to be rude and, just, it didn't matter to me at that time, but I feel a lot better now. It's like, that's awesome. So anyways, she uses it for migraines. It's also used, like I said, in an allergy blend. It's got stomach issues. It's got tons of other things, but we'll go into that later. So go ahead.
Good for singles.
The visual of it.
She's obviously very into
I'm the type of person who likes to see results, and I like to see results quickly. What I love about essential oils is they're very effective. They work with the body to address issues and root causes on a cellular level. They have hundreds of different compounds that provide complex and versatile ability to combat threats without building up resistance, which is fascinating. Here's an example of a live blood sample, the before and after effect of using essential oil. The essential oil that was used is Balance, which happens to be one of my very favorite essential oils. After using Balance, the blood shows no cell stacking, improves cell movement, shape, and overall function. This is one of my favorite oils for mood management. If I'm feeling stressed or I've had a really hard day and I just need to relax or even get a good night's rest, I put a couple of drops of Balance on my feet, inhale, and wow, seconds later, I feel grounded.
So it's taking a break. Balance is actually one of my favorites. I use it a lot for my anxiety. I don't get as anxious anymore. But it's also one of the most popular ones that I sell personally.
Do you have some of that?
Yes, we do.
I want to point you here on your camera to this section.
We're gonna put that on our feet.
What's in it? Like that? It's a blend.
It is a blend.
So let me read that to you. Okay, so spruce, and it has wood in it, and it has frankincense in it, and it has blue tansy and blue chamomile, and it has a little bit of the fractionated coconut oil to help with the so it's not sensitive to your skin.
So that's why the Three Kings, they bought the frankincense.
Or
They actually, and they sell those as individual bottles.
It was like they were saying,
And we will get to
Yeah.
calm down, Mary.
So I put Balance on usually my feet. Sometimes I put on the back of my neck or over my heart. So if you would like to try this, you're more than welcome to. There you go.
It's Balance.
Put this way on.
You can put it on your feet. You can put it on the back of your neck or your wrist. I put it on my wrists. That's where I got mine.
I just want to smell it.
You want to smell it first?
Yeah, it smells like Christmas.
You want
that's
some?
why it's called my nativity set. I always have keep calm and carry on.
There you go, sweetie. Did you
Oh,
go?
it's green.
That's blue.
Blue.
It is. Yeah. Blue green.
Yeah, if you want to try something, let me know. Stop me.
Okay, so
Okay,
that's,
let's
that's what I put in your, that's one of the ones in your stress and anxiety
That I keep
roller
in my
ball
pocket.
that you keep in your pocket.
Oh yes.
And like you give your sitter stress and anxiety.
Yeah.
Only because
I do because she has to deal with my son.
Not because of her child, and not the child that is no longer with me. Not because of her child. Her child is
I
fine.
could see over there, rollerboard, she drops dents and I'm
No, her child is fine. The child that we needed it for is no longer with us.
Before I go to work, I work with autistic kids. I'm a behavioral therapist for autistic kids. So I actually, the blend that she gave you, I call it Mommy Sanity. And so I sit there and I'm like this, like throughout my whole body. I'm like, okay, I'm ready for work. Let's go. So, and then even at work, sometimes it's like, okay, let's put on a little bit more. It's a rough day today. So, but yeah, I use it all the
be
time.
like a secret.
Very outdoorsy scent though, isn't it? Like
Could be like a,
Well, and that's the way, like if you don't like this smell, putting it on the
Put it on
feet, and it's the concept of reflexology. So your feet is correct me if I'm wrong, most sensitive areas, and it will take in the oils.
So your feet have the biggest pores on your body.
Thank
so
you.
It absorbs the oils
That's
the
like when
fastest.
they say when you want to put on a perfume that you actually should put it
on your legs and not on your upper part of your body, but on your legs, because it.
The heat
Yes.
behind your knees.
So like perfume lotions and lotions, they're better to put.
But you have 28 nerve cells at the bottom. Right? You don't have so much about feet.
So
No,
with
it's
the-
so that
We just know that we hate feet.
it lubricates your hips.
With the reflex points on our feet, like, and I have charts like crazy, but the different areas of your foot work with different areas of your body. So
Right.
like I mentioned earlier, my allergies. So my big toe and the tops of my toes are the reflex points for your sinuses and everything. So I'm going crazy with that right now, you know. And then my friend was having some really bad anxiety a couple weeks ago. He was having like, almost felt like he was having heart problems. Like he was having a lot of chest pain. So it was not you actually. So that one is like towards the middle of your foot. So we put some on there, and he felt so much better once we put the oils on. It took a lot of that pain away. And he had been having it for so long that day, and he didn't mention it. It almost felt like he had like residual pain, but it took most of that pain away.
Can I just show you one quick thing?
For Dave every time he says.
Can I show you? Can I show you just one quick thing? And I promise, I learned it from.
You are live. I'm just letting
a
you know.
medical professional
Is that a dance move?
at WashU. Okay.
It is.
And she teaches yoga, okay, and she teaches reflexology, but she is a medical professional. So before she teaches yoga, everybody has to massage the bottom of your feet, and she talks about all the different muscles and everything. But she does this demo, and she has everyone try to touch the floor, okay? And then she makes them sit down and massage the bottom of their feet. And then she makes them get up again and see where they are. And everybody in the class can go from not being able to touch the floor to being able to put their hands on the floor, because the bottom of your feet lubricates the joints in your entire body.
Oh,
Is that a
goodness.
weird thing? But she also has people try to stand on one leg and they can't, and she has them sit down and massage their feet, starting with each toe and putting your hands in between each toe and then the ball of the foot through the heel. And then people can stand
Interesting.
on one leg or the other, because that's what she teaches in her medical program. And I just wanted to say that
It's very
that kind of works. And another way to sell product then is through some of these yoga instructors that are teaching that foot therapy, because there's nothing worse than people like, stinky feet, but you know, so they could use those.
And my sister's yoga instructor actually pushes essential oils into their reflex points and stuff like that, into their shoulders and stuff
Wow.
at the end of class, and helps them with their meditation and things. So she's like, all I want to do is get to the end of class so I can have the oils.
Right. Well,
So-
some people, what they do, if they don't like to touch their feet because they're weird like you, she's like, she can be weird that way. So they get a tennis ball and they have people
I can touch my
do
own
their
feet.
whole feet up and down with a tennis ball, and it's the same thing. But I just wanted to.
My husband thinks there's something wrong with me because I won't touch his feet. Like, I don't want your feet near me.
I get that. I have been learning
But-
Anywhere near me. Don't put your feet on me. I'm not touching your feet.
So we unanimously agree that feet are disgusting, but oils are great for your feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that's where you need them to smell good.
Are we ready?
Yes.
Awesome.
Sorry.
For instance, different types or grades of essential oils. You see, first of all, synthetic. The primary focus for a synthetic oil is really on smell or aroma solely, not on the quality or the medicinal properties of an oil. The second section, as you can see, is food. This is regulated by the FDA's GRAS standard. And this is where we're looking for not only aroma, but also for flavor, primarily focused on food, of course. The next section is therapeutic. And this is an area where a lot of people think about essential oils. You know, you're going to go get a massage
you're going to put an oil on and have a therapeutic benefit. Of course, people are still conscious of the smell or maybe even the flavor for therapeutic purposes. It's important to point out, however, that therapeutic oils are not regulated for quality, so they don't have to be pure and can in fact contain synthetic essential oils. Which brings us to our fourth and final category, which is what we've titled here CPTG, which stands for, as you can see in this box, Certified Pure Therapeutic Grade. So what does that mean, Certified Pure Therapeutic Grade? Well, the owners of dōTERRA wanted to set a standard for a high level of quality that was actually in fact verified safe. So if you look here on your handout, you'll see that 1, Certified Pure Therapeutic Grade focuses on plants harvested in their natural habitat. 2, stringent third-party testing. Why? To verify that they are safe and beneficial. And 3rd, beyond organic, verified to be pure and free of fillers, pesticides, and foreign contaminants.
You just pause it for when it pops up. Excuse me. So it kind of talked about the third-party testing and stuff like that. So dōTERRA is actually the only company currently out there that has a separate company test their oils to ensure its purity and potency, but then that company makes those test results public. There are no other ones that make their test results public. So that is another way I know that I am getting the purest stuff because I can go check for myself. So I really like that about dōTERRA, especially if I'm using it on my baby girl. Why would I want to put something that's harmful on her? I was that mom that like, okay, you have a fever, you have a cough, let's go get some vapor rub and let's go use some Tylenol. And then I'm going like, we're like, at the end of the day, and I have to use Tylenol how many times and the vapor rub how many times and what am I putting into her body? Like I'm really trying to change our lifestyles to be healthier. Obviously, I love my family and I want to be around with them as long as I can. So I'm really trying to change the way that we live in our house, whether that's using the essential oils for our health or cleaning, taking the chemicals out of our house and using the essential oils to help us clean. And so when she goes and she's like playing on the floor, touching stuff, she's not getting chemicals and then like putting them in her mouth when she eats snack or something like that. So we've really changed a lot of things in our house. But they're the only company that actually will post those publicly for you to see. So you can ensure yourself that these oils are pure and potent. Go ahead.
So one of the things I really want you to think about as we're talking is about lifestyle, right? Quality of life. And so as we're thinking about these individual concerns that we have, the first thing that usually comes to people's mind is, this is what's wrong with me, this is what I want to fix. So let's just take a couple minutes and think, what are your top health concerns? What are the things that are costing you precious time, energy, and resources in your life? Take your hand out right now, get a writing instrument, and write down right here, right now, what are your top 3 concerns and what does it cost you?
So those are in your pamphlets right now. If you want to pause it, you guys can take a moment to write down some of those health concerns that you have. You can address those with us privately later if you'd like. We can also discuss it in class if you choose. Usually people like to talk to it in private, which is perfectly fine with us. But this will give you an idea later, of what you want to talk about. To possibly find an oil for.
You can't make it like that. I hate my husband pie. Did you ever watch that movie?
My only health concern.
Oh, those pens are new, so you may have to
They
like
have like a
the little rubber nugget on the top.
If you want to go ahead.
Okay.
So now that you've taken a few minutes to think about what your top health concerns are and have jotted down a few of those ideas for you, make note of the fact that right here on your handout, you have a space to write down some ideas. So as we go through the class, capture those individual ideas, the things that are meaningful to you as you gather ideas as we talk about all kinds of natural solutions.
Is this the next one?
Looked at 3 aspects of our life. One, we have issues that maybe are running through the course of our life, and we need to look at how to restore ourselves to full health. We talked about being the heart of the lifestyle is really the prevention. It's the things that we do every day consistently that make a big difference. And here, now what you're asking us to take a look at is stuff happens in life, right? Just things happen, and we want to be prepared for that. And so we have an opportunity here to take a look inside of this wonderful cabinet of natural solution treasures. And what I love about this section is all of these words that help us understand what each of these particular projects could bring.
Knowing what the essential oils can do for me, I never leave home without my essential oils.
Okay, so as I was saying a little bit earlier, and you can just let it count down. I carry my oils everywhere I go because I don't know when I'm gonna have a stomach ache, when my daughter's going to run and fall on the ground and bust her head or skin up her knees, or if I'm gonna have a headache because I didn't take the chance to take care of myself for the day or whatever. So I keep not all of my oils, but most of my oils with me throughout the day because I never know what I'm gonna need them for.
What happened? Like she skins her knee. What do you put on it?
So when she actually took a really bad fall a couple weeks ago, and I was like, I haven't taken care of this kind of thing before with my oils. So I was calling my friend. I was like, what do I do? So what we actually did is we put, you can use helichrysum to stop the bleeding. And then after that, we use lavender diluted a little bit because it's so strong. We put that on top to help kind of numb and soothe it. And then after that, I consistently was putting melaleuca on it to heal it. It actually,
tea tree.
yes.
Yes.
So it actually healed. She does not heal very fast, but it actually healed it in at least half the time that she normally takes to heal a little scratch. And she also loved it. When I put it on her, it didn't burn or anything. She asked for more actually. So I put lavender on a couple times throughout the rest of that day, and then followed it up with melaleuca, which helped heal the scrape itself.
Did you dilute the melaleuca?
Actually, I think I did.
Okay.
And then when she bumps her head, frankincense is like a good oil. It's an oiler is kind of like liquid gold. It's good for basically anything, but it's really, really good for like head injuries. So I'll rub a little frankincense on her about once every couple hours usually, and it usually, the bump will only usually last maybe a few hours instead of staying there for a couple of days. So.
And do you leave them in your car? Like, does it matter if they get hot?
Okay, so.
Sorry, that's
No, that's a really good
a
question.
Really, really, really good question.
I keep mine in my purse. They don't leave.
You don't
With
want to
me.
leave them in a heated area because it actually will ruin your oil. Most roller balls that you can buy are tinted glass because it helps the light from getting through. There are some roller balls that, like my allergy one, that are clear, and I try to stay away from these. This is one that someone gave me. But if you were to get a clear one, you'd want to make sure like you put a big label or something on it. But whenever I take it with me, I always make sure I bring it in wherever I go.
Is
So-
cold okay? Just not hot?
Yes, I have some.
You could like leave a
friends.
cooler in your car or something like that, and especially
Yeah.
those that you could change out ice packs, because once your cooler's hot, it's gonna keep everything hot. So yeah, that you need to, like your makeup, sunblock, anything
Yeah.
in a cooler. You have to
Yeah.
just, all summer here, have to have a cooler in your
And
car.
I actually am gonna be making my sunblock this year out of essential oils, along with my bug repellent.
Okay.
So-
We have used the doTERRA bug repellent for a long time. One of Dave's friends,
Terra Shield, is that what
Terra
you use?
Shield. Yeah, I gave it, and like we put it on the
Stroller.
like the stroller and in the car, in the car and like weird places. And I think that works really well. But
Yeah.
it's probably lived in my car, so probably not great.
I also, like, I have a Vera, you can get bags on SD, you can get them on, like, she got hers on SD, I think.
Mine is from Etsy.
Etsy, SD,
Yeah,
you know,
I'm like, what are you
right.
saying?
I don't know.
Yeah.
That place. I use a Vera Bradley clutch is what I have right now. But yeah, no. But anyway, that's why I put my roller balls in. It fits perfectly.
Or Built, company called Built. They make all those lunch bags
yeah,
and
yeah,
market
The
bags.
30, a lot of people, they've posted on some of the Facebook pages were on 31 bags. The insulated 31 bags are really popular.
I mean, I keep mine also with me because whenever I go somewhere, especially like if I'm at my client's house or if I'm at a friend's house, if something happens, I'm like set and ready. You know, I'll be like, okay, like, you have a stomachache? Do you mind if I oil you up? Or like someone was sick was not feeling so great at the store one time. I was like, are you okay? And they're like, no. And it's like, do you mind if I put some oil on you? And they're like, yeah, sure.
Really?
So yeah. So I mean, like, we were flying on the airplane the other day, and there was a baby crying, and my 2-year-old goes, "Mommy, mommy." I go, "What?" "The baby's crying. She needs oils, mommy." I go, "Oh my gosh." A little girl after my own heart, but like, I mean, I will if someone looks like they need it. Like, hey, like I have these oils. They're all natural. Like, do you want to try some? You know, and I have no problem with sharing my oils. You know, so.
That's neat.
It's another reason why I kind of keep them along with me. So, but start on next one.
No, questions are good. Ask away.
I love this diagram. This is such a great opportunity for us to prioritize our health goals and our health efforts. If you'll notice, the pyramid is divided into 2 sections by this dotted line. And on the top, the faded out section is titled healthcare. And oftentimes as we enter perhaps the new commitment of I want to do better with my health and wellness, many people enter on level 5 and they're looking for informed self-care. Now, the real quality of life comes from our dedication to the first 4 levels, which is lifestyle, and that's a life of prevention. So in talking about that, I'd like to focus with you for a moment on doTERRA's #1 best-selling product. It's called the Lifelong Vitality Trio. So doTERRA created the Lifelong Vitality Trio to provide that necessary nutrition for us to achieve the goals that we desire. So one of the things that actually makes prevention legitimate is that we're doing something about it, right? So consistency is at the heart of prevention. So we have here for you an example of how your day would look in ways that you could consume that Lifelong Vitality Pack and just position it in a couple places in your day where you can have that good, consistent support throughout the day for energy and vitality.
Okay, so they just kind of talked a little bit about the Lifelong Vitality Pack. That is part of our supplement line. I hate supplements, by the way. I've been trying to take them for the last couple of years, and I don't really feel a difference at all. But my friend who uses the Lifelong Vitality for her whole entire family, which she is a mom of 11, so imagine how expensive that is.
11?
Every single one of them is on this Lifelong Vitality Pack. They're
11
mostly
children?
adopted. Yes, they're mostly adopted.
Oh, okay.
There's 5 of them that are not adopted.
Wow.
So I started the supplement about, I want to say a month ago. And really didn't notice a difference in the first day. And then I guess the second day I was like, wait, I'm kind of getting through my day a little bit easier, not hitting that slump that I hit in the middle of the day usually, which is right when I get to work usually. It's like, okay, this is good. Well, the longer I went with it, I was seeing more and more difference. I saw huge bursts in my energy. I'm not getting in a slump at all. In fact, I'm able to do more in the mornings and get more things accomplished throughout my day than I ever was before, which for me is huge. I tend to be a little bit of a depressed person. My husband's in the Marines. He's actually currently deployed. He's been gone for 3.5 months. I really do struggle with depression, but I also have a huge pride problem. I don't want to take any kind of, medicine for that. So actually, it's helped a lot with my depression. I'm smiling a lot more. There's actually a study that was done where they had a whole bunch of people that had moderate to severe depression. And for a number of days, they took the Lifelong Vitality Pack, and every single one of them saw an improvement in their depression, and a lot of them even were able to get off their medication.
Is it a pill or an oil?
It is a pack of 3 different pills. So one of them is like your vitamins and minerals, and one of them is like your omega.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one also works on different vitamins and minerals also. When I first got them, it's like, it says take 4 of each every day. I'm like, oh my gosh, like this is ridiculous. And you have to kind of build your way up to that 4. I'm currently at 3 each right now. But as I kind of start taking more, I'm seeing more and more of a difference in me. I'm sleeping through the night, which I don't know the last time I actually slept through the night, but I'm sleeping through the night now. I'm not waking up constantly. I have less stomach issues. I have that energy. I have less depression. My hair's not falling out as much. My nails look nicer. Everything's growing a little bit faster. So overall, I'm seeing better health in me just by taking these. Put aside the oils itself, just by taking these, I've noticed such a huge difference in my body. And I'm loving them. I'm trying to get my husband on them too. But as far as our supplements go, they are our top seller. dōTERRA is so proud of this combination that they have made, that they don't make money off this particular supplement pack. They sell it to you at basically their cost because they are 100% behind this product. They're 100% behind every single product, but this one, they are like, this is awesome. Like, we want you to have it. Please take it. Now, if you buy the packs, the bottles individually, they cost money. But when they put it in the pack, it actually
There is a savings.
a lot less, but it's the same amount. You get the exact same amount as if you were to buy them individually.
There's
So,
also a deal going on, right? You buy the Lifelong Vitality
Yes.
Pack, and the other supplements they have in their line, up to 3 of them you can get at $20 a piece. So that's another thing, if I remember correctly. That's something else that they're doing right now.
so.
So it's really easy to start using essential oils today. You use them 3 ways: aromatically, topically, and internally. I like to use oils aromatically if I'm trying to clean the air, open the air passages in my body, or also if I want to elevate the mood. If you have any type of respiratory issue, you can take this blend. It's called Breathe. Peppermint is also another great one. You put 1 drop in the palm of your hand, rub it together, and inhale. Can you feel that?
You can feel that immediate opening up of your airways. It's delightful.
You can even put the residue of that on your chest and experience that all day long. So I use Breathe, but I also, when my little boy's grumpy, I also even just put a little bit of Elevation or a little bit of Citrus Bliss right there too. And one of my favorite ways to use essential oils is in a diffuser. Really, it's just about 3 drops in the diffuser and it penetrates the air and it's awesome. Just even diffusing something like On Guard would be a great idea if anyone's kind of under the weather and you just need an immune boost. On Guard's fabulous for that.
Next method of application is as topical. Tell us
Right.
what.
So I have my diffuser in the back. I use this every single day. That particular one is better for like smaller rooms, but they have other ones that are good for bigger rooms too.
How much do you sell the small one for?
That one is $46 at wholesale price. I believe it's in the 60s for retail price.
And how long does that?
That particular one goes up to 4 hours. The other ones that we have can go, I believe, up to 8 hours. So I use that one a lot. My daughter goes to daycare, and it's rough because she's surrounded by germs all day long, little kids picking their nose and rubbing it on each other and all kinds of nasty stuff.
Yeah.
So I diffuse On Guard, which is our protective blends, when she gets home, and that actually kind of boosts her immune system, and she gets sick a lot less often, if at all. Now, before we started using the oils, actually the month before we started using the oils, she had RSV.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I wish I had my diffuser then. Not between just the On Guard itself, but with Breathe. My daughter had one more really bad like cold. Shortly after we started using the oils, and I was like learning about it and stuff like that, so I wasn't realizing I should be putting these on her all the time, you know. She had a really bad cold and was like really congested and everything. So I put Breathe in my diffuser with On Guard at night. She did not cough a single cough all night long. I was like, oh my gosh. So I used it for 3 nights, and after the 3rd night, she was done with the coughing altogether. I'll pass this around. Diffusing is my favorite way because I love the aroma of it. I get.
What's in there?
I'll read it to you. There's so many different oils. I can't remember everything. Laurel and peppermint, eucalyptus, melaleuca, lemon, and cardamom.
This is the Breathe one.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I use that on Jensen.
That'd be good for me to get to put down in my basement, something like that.
Mm-hmm. On Guard too.
To put just to run it while they're down there playing.
Oh, yeah.
And-
So
Mhm.
I have a couple friends that actually run in-home daycares, and they're into the oils too. They diffuse On Guard throughout the whole entire day. They also do usually Serenity to kind of help calm the kids a little bit. But overall, what's in there right now is actually peppermint and wild orange. It's a focusing and uplifting kind of blend.
That's not trickish. Trying to make us focus.
Just focus,
Just
Bree,
using
focus.
focus. Can you put them in like a cool air mist humidifier,
So
or does it filter it out?
that is actually a special kind of plastic. The oils, especially the citrus oils, are detoxifiers, and plastic is made out of toxins. And so it eats away the plastic, and then it goes into the air, and you're breathing plastic. Or if you were to put it in your drink, it would eat the plastic, and you would be drinking plastic. So you
And you can
want to-
taste it from someone who didn't follow that direction.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you once it eats through you can taste it, and I'm like, okay, and I'm throwing that cup away, and
you
yeah.
want to only use
I put some in one of
stainless steel
my
or glass.
Camelback.
Water bottles.
Water
You can
bottles.
get glass water bottles or
Yeah.
stainless steel.
And then, so that's a special kind of plastic that is.
I was like, I'm
made
never gonna
just
get the
for
smell.
that.
This oil won't come out. That's what it is. It's plastic. But I knew that with lemon, like because a friend, or it was actually our pediatrician talked about everyone should drink hot lemon water every night.
Yes.
And she said use the lemon essential oil,
Mhm.
which is really strong. But
I drink it every morning.
I knew that you don't put that
Hmm.
put that in
Mhm.
Yeah.
but I didn't know it was all of them.
It's
Citrus.
suggested for all oils, but it is absolutely, I mean, you should absolutely use it for any citrus oil that you were to use. Even if the blends that you use has citrus oil, you would definitely want to make sure you're using glass or stainless steel.
Okay.
So, and that's the only reason. It's not like those are going to eat up your insides or anything. If you're using styrofoam plastic, all that is toxin. It's nothing but toxin. So something to kind of keep in mind.
I would use an essential oil topically. This is one of my favorite essential oils, Deep Blue. You know, if you went to the gym and you're just kind of achy, yesterday I had some tension in my shoulders, I just got out some of my Deep Blue rub, put it on, rubbed it together and put it on my shoulders. Super easy. Another really fun place to put oils when you're dealing with either mood management or immune support is on the bottom of the feet.
Marvelous. In fact, I've heard that the bottoms of the feet have the largest pores in the body, so it kind of works to bring all that up into your bloodstream and immediately get distribution throughout, which you already taught us about, because as you remember, Callie showed us on the first page those blood samples where after the balance oil was applied to the feet, only 30 seconds later, there was a terrific effect in the blood. Now, there is one more way to use an essential oil, and what is it? It's internal use. Now, I just want to make sure certified pure therapeutic grade oils. I'm not just talking about running out to any store and ingesting those oils. That can be very, very high risk and even very toxic. So just be careful. When I'm using essential oils internally, I'm generally using it as a cleanse or for digestive issues. There's a few specific ways that you're going to do that. So you can either put it under your tongue, you can put a few drops in a glass of water. Don't use plastic, make sure you're using glass. Or you can also take it in a gel capsule. All right, so Callie's taught us we have 3 ways to use oils: aromatically, topically, and internally. Aromatically, clear the airways, boost the mood in your home. Number 2, topically, you want to affect somewhere in the body or get it on the bottoms of the feet into the bloodstream. And third, for internal, you want to affect maybe the digestive system or some other mucous membrane in the body that's maybe doing a little too much talking as of late.
So I just want to step in on ingestion. You'll see in this, if you look through this book, it tells you, does it need to be done aromatically, should it be done topically, or can it be ingested? Not all the oils can be ingested, to make that very clear. There's only a few that are actually okay to ingest. So I tend to put mine in water if I'm going to ingest them. I have put some under my tongue before. Doesn't really taste good, so I don't prefer it. A lot of people use these veggie caps. I'm just going to take a couple out for you to see. They're empty caps. They're made out of plant. And so you would just put the oils inside them and then just take them like a regular pill. Now, I have heard that like if you were to put something in a veggie cap, that you tend to burp up that oil a little bit throughout the day. That can be kind of nasty. But overall, I have seen it work a lot faster and actually a lot better. Taking some of them internally, I almost feel like, not that they're more potent, but they just...
Well, people for weight loss, you put it under your tongue and it suppresses appetite, right?
There are certain
I
ones,
put
yeah.
fennel under my tongue every 3 days.
It's
For 3
for-
days on,
For
3 days
breath,
off.
is that breath?
For
No.
sweet cravings.
No, for
So you
milk.
cannot pre-make these.
To-
So you
so
need to
for
use them
to
as
feed
soon
the
as you
baby.
make them.
Well, what I do is I do
We
that. I
do
have to go find a goat.
fish oils. Then you can babysit overnight.
And
Until I find a
that
wet nurse, I can't go
takes
anywhere.
away the birthing.
Oh,
and
wet
it coming
nurse.
back.
Mhm.
Back in the
Because by
day,
the time it gets down,
rich people would find someone to nurse their babies.
Are you kidding me?
Frost.
Wow.
Okay.
Because it's frozen.
like
we
a
keep
slave.
we keep our fish oils, mega fish oil in the freezer,
Okay.
and we take it frozen.
Okay.
And we were told by our doctor to keep it in the freezer.
Interesting.
And we take it, and by the time it gets down in there, it defrosts.
Okay.
With defrosting
Yeah,
fish oil.
we keep it, and we do not have, and we've done this, oh my gosh, going on 10 years now.
Wow.
And we do not ever have a problem with burping up fish oil, because we
Okay.
did, and it was
Oh,
nasty.
fish oil?
Yeah, we keep them in the freezer.
Interesting. I've never heard that before.
Yeah, we keep them in the freezer.
I snuck over to Jenny to give her this because she's been really wanting to try this, and
What is
I brought it
it?
especially for her. These are the peppermint beetlets. So, yes.
Mhm.
So, On Guard and peppermint are put in beadlets also. They're in oil form as well. But these you can take internally.
I just sucked on it. You could probably just swallow it, but
Well, what you do is you put it in your mouth and you bite into it. And then I usually push it to the top of my mouth.
What is the purpose of this?
So the beadlets I think are really, really good for the migraines. It helps also a lot with the stomach issues a lot faster. If you want to try one, you can.
I'll try.
I will
Doesn't
totally try. They're very strong, so it's gonna be kind of a shock if you.
Can you use it like gum, like to freshen it? It's
yes,
peppermint?
like
This
freshen
is-
your breath. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sorry, it sounds bad, but if I'm talking to somebody and they have horrible breath, I'll just like pop one in my mouth and be like, "Oh, did you want one? Oh, here, have one. You should try it." Just took care of their bad breath. So, did you want one? Sure.
What do they use for weight management?
Slim and sassy.
Slim and sassy.
Slim
We
and
have a
sassy.
full slim and sassy line.
But what is it? And
Just wants to release.
yeah,
Release.
then you go outside and
Release
Well,
release your
and
weight.
it's it's really
You
cool
don't want to
because
pop it in your mouth.
Oh my gosh,
It's very strong. So very strong.
okay, I lost
She
mine.
loves her beadlet.
Okay.
It won't.
so your couch is gonna be minty fresh.
Okay, I gotta put both ends, it just rolled.
There you
Do
go.
I put it in your mouth?
Pop it on the roof.
How does
So they are very strong.
Push it on.
Just push. Mm.
Or you can just bite it.
Oh.
You don't like
I
that?
told
I
you they're
loved
very
it.
strong.
Oh, see that
Obviously,
I could
our
probably do
oils are
4 of
nice
those
to
and it
taste
does
good.
nothing.
Not all of our oils are made to smell good. They're
See,
good
I
for the
could-
medicinal, you know.
Properties.
It's a good time now.
How much are those?
Actually, these
love
are given to me. I want to say
Here, I can look it up.
15 or
Okay,
20
like
bucks.
Something like that.
Are they under the peppermint
I
beadlet?
like them.
125 bits for $15.33.
Bits.
Bits. 2 bits and toast.
No, in England they
bits
always
and
say bits. Bits. Everything's bits.
So I
Any
think this
bits
is our
are-
last one.
I like those.
This one's gonna talk about kind of our bits and stuff, which I'll talk more. Here it goes.
Just try to take off your nose.
Now we talk about how to get these amazing essential oils into your home and they can really change your life. Excellent. There's 2 ways that we can bring doTERRA essential oils into our home. The first is retail. And my invitation here is for you, you're just maybe dipping your toe in the water and experiencing this concept of natural solutions for the first time. Maybe you want to pick up an oil or 2, get with the person that invited you to come watch this particular presentation, or you're in a classroom with, and go ahead and bring home a couple oils and get trying them. Now that isn't the most popular way that people bring the doTERRA oils into their home. The more popular way is a wholesale account. And this is for those of you who are ready to bring and committed to natural solutions in your home. And this is really similar to a Costco membership. You know, how many of us have a membership at a wholesale warehouse, right? So there you're paying $55 to get a membership, and then you have the right to shop at a discount. Well, here at doTERRA, it's $35 to get that same wholesale discount where you get to have big savings. You can bring the oils into your home. Now there's a bonus to that, isn't there? So we're gonna turn the page, and this really is
These
the
are all on
smart
the back
thing.
of your
This is the smart chart. This is what Callie and I do. So here you see a chart that invites us to take it to the next level. Now again, with your warehouse memberships, you're used to things like rebates. Now I know every year I get a check from Costco. I think it's about 2 to 3% of what I spent for the year. Now doTERRA's rebate program starts here at 10%, very generous, and works its way up to a 30% rebate on your purchases. Great. And this is for those who are utilizing the Loyalty Rewards program. And this again is the way that Callie and I and all of our doTERRA friends, this is what we do, because we get lots of free products. So what that looks like is 100 PV purchase, 100 points, which is roughly $100 in something like an essential oils order, would bring 30 points that go into your savings account. Now, Kelly told you about things like On Guard and
Yours must
Serenity.
not have been
You be able to
stapled.
get one of those for free. Right, and that's
Sorry.
what I just have
My
a
fault.
little doTERRA bank, I call it, that just accumulates my points, and usually during the holidays, I just cash it in. Excellent. All right, so let's return now to how we're gonna do what you invited us to do. That's how we're gonna get oils in the home. So if you turn back to this page here, where we're talking about our membership, you see here displayed what we call our Natural Solutions Kit.
And this is our favorite kit, by far the most popular kit. You know, what's really cool, Callie, is we've been to this class together, right? And so from the beginning, we started sharing oils. And as we went into all of these ideas for application, for what we're going to use for prevention, as well as all the things we have in our home for preparedness, they are all in this natural solution, this kit. So this really is, as you said, this is a lifestyle kit to help us get started. Now, there's a couple things that are really wonderful about this kit. First of all, as you can see with any of the kits, they come with a discount. Okay, so there's already savings there, and in fact, that wonderful diffuser we've talked about is free with this kit, which is terrific. And the membership we talked about, the $35 membership, is waived with the purchase of any kit. So that gets you your membership for free. And then lastly, you'll see in the little blue bubble with some of the kits, there's actually bonus points. And after experiencing your first loyalty rewards order, you are able to then have that, shall we say, bank account. What did you call it?
My dōTERRA bank account.
Yes, available to you. And then you have 100 points you could spend on something. For example, helichrysum oil is one of the favorites in our home, and it's what I like to call an investment oil. And you would be able to purchase something like that for free, which is really, really marvelous.
I love dōTERRA too because you have
So
so
when
many
she
options,
used,
and I always just
I
tell people,
call it herc because I can't say it. But it's when she used to stop the blood, the bleeding.
And they can help pick or customize a kit that's specific for you and your family.
So our invitation to you is to choose what's best for you and your family, as Callie's invited us to do. Get with the person who invited you to the presentation. And remember, if you enjoyed watching us and seeing what we do as wellness advocates, and that's something you can see yourself doing as well, also let them know that you have an interest there too. Thank you so much for joining us for our Natural Solutions Wellness Lifestyle class. It's been an honor to share with you our passion and the things that we love and have truly blessed our lives.
Alright guys, I'm going to talk a little bit more about the kits. I want to start off talking about the Wellness Advocate, which is what I am and what Jenny is. Now there's actually two parts of the advocate. Everybody thinks MLM companies, once you become a member, that means you have to buy, you have to sell, you have to do all this crazy stuff. And that's not what dōTERRA is actually about. dōTERRA wants you to have these oils in their home. So when you become a wellness advocate, you're actually saying, I want oils in my home. That's all you're saying. There's no obligation to buy, and there's no obligation to sell. That $35 covers you for a year of wholesale prices. Now at that year mark, if you decide to sign up again, it's $25, plus they're gonna send you a free peppermint oil, making the membership actually only $4. That every year on your anniversary, that's how it will be. You sign up again, they send you peppermint oil. So it really only costs you $4. It's pretty actually awesome. So like I said, no obligation to buy, no obligation to sell. Now, she was talking about our loyalty rewards program. That is, if you plan on getting oils every single month, then you would want to do the loyalty rewards program. The reason for that is because next to some of the oil, or next to all of the oils, you'll see PV. That's product value. So as you start, and I started at 10%, just like most people do, you'll get 10% of the points. So let's say it's 40 PV, you'll get 4 points, and all of your points will add up and it will go into what they call a little bank account. I have 119 right now, and instead of paying for my oil, I can use my points to pay for my oil. So next month, if I choose to, I can use all of my points and get whatever I want, which is really, really nice because they're giving me stuff back. Another great thing about the LRP program is if you were to choose to sell, it gives you access to those commissions. Now, I'm really not going to get much into that because I'm more focused on just getting oils into your home. So like I said, the Wellness Advocate gives you the wholesale prices. Now, Jenny did not start with that like I had recommended.
No,
She said,
I don't listen very well, clearly. And so I started just by buying the individual oils from her. She gave me the samples and I said, okay, well, I'm gonna buy peppermint and I'm gonna buy lavender for Jensen. And I think I started with that.
so she had I think it was a $90 order.
Mhm.
Actually, I think it was $86.50.
It
I
was.
think I remember. Had she actually signed up, it would have been cheaper.
It would have
Now,
been.
I had given her my wholesale prices for the month because I knew she was really interested. But I think I remember telling you, had I not given you the prices, it would have been, I think, over $120.
Hmm.
Some of the oils, it's like maybe a $2 or $3 difference. But other oils, we're talking like $20, $35 difference between the wholesale and the retail.
It's about 20.
Frankincense.
Yeah, frankincense for sure. Frankincense is a huge one.
Like I was telling you, it's like liquid gold to us. It is a $93 bottle of oil for that much.
Is that one the 15 milliliters or is it a
Yes,
5?
it's
Okay.
15. But the wholesale price is, I believe, I want to say it's $69. So you're getting a great value with that, with no obligation to buy or sell. It's just, we want you to have these oils in your home, so we're going to give you great prices.
And they mentioned that if you do become a wellness advocate, that $35 gets basically credited towards your enrollment
Yes.
kit purchase.
So if you went Jenny's way, she paid the $35 and she picked out a couple oils that she wanted. But if you were to start with a kit, it waives that $35 altogether. I want to stop and talk about the kits. So I started with the Home Essentials kit because I wanted a diffuser and I knew I was really interested in selling right away. I had already tested it. I wanted to sell it. I start with that. It's the 15 milliliter bottles except for the deep blue. The deep blue is a 5 milliliter. That's the only size they sell it in, except the roller ball is a 10 milliliter, and then they have the 4 ounce deep blue rub. They actually started selling deep blue supplements just this month too. So it comes with a diffuser. That's the main reason I got it. I do have a lot of friends that start off with the Family Physicians kit, and then they call me a month later and said I've already used all of my oils because I'm sharing with all of my friends. Now, that sounds crazy because, I mean, how could you go through all your oils that fast? The 15 milliliter bottles hold about 250 drops. You're using about 1 or 2 drops at a time, so they're going to last you a long time unless you share crazy like I do. And then you go through them a lot faster. I usually say the 15 milliliters last you about 9 months, sometimes a year, depending on how often you use it. The 5 milliliters, they're obviously only going to last you a few months if you use them regularly.
See, I've used mine to bake too. So,
Yes.
you know, when you're baking with them, you're going to, granted, it's a lot less than using extract because you only need a couple drops, where extracts, teaspoons and things like that. And you can taste test and try some of the icing that I've done.
And
But
I got through bottles of lavender bottles.
well,
So
you
use
got to
it
look
for
at what
everything.
lavender you're using though. Is it as potent as what
No,
you're
it's
going
just-
to get
you're
with doTERRA?
literally only going to need like 1, maybe 2 drops. And that's
Like I
it.
do laundry with it. I clean my kitchen with it. The girls bathe in it. Like we use it
All the time.
Like it's everywhere.
Yeah.
You probably do too. Like do you?
Um,
Or you use your lavender plants?
well, I don't add any more to my already lavender products that I buy. But I have it in my gym bag, eucalyptus and lavender, 'cause I'm in the sauna all the time.
I also want to mention that our Family Physicians kit, actually, it's not listed on here, but it comes with a free Slim and Sassy. That is part of our weight loss program, but it's also used for energy. Just because it says this doesn't mean it can't be used for something else. There's a lot of different ways we can use all of the blends. It's just some are recommended more for others. But the Slim and Sassy also has a huge line.
Oh yeah. What? Those are oil blends. Let me
Yes.
see what they're
Mhm.
supplements.
So the Slim and Sassy is an oil. There's also a
Capsule.
There's also a capsule. But then there's also shakes, and there's also like protein bars now. And there are also
Terra greens is another kind of part of that.
like it goes into it's for protein shakes. And then they also have like Crystal Light into your bottle. They have like a blend for your water to help like suppress your appetite.
Oh, okay. I was like flavoring.
So
Essentially, but I mean, it flavors
Yes,
it, but it has
yeah.
purpose.
So and then we have like our natural solutions kit, which is
Massive.
one of our more expensive ones, but it has a lot of the oils in them. I use almost all of these. It comes with some vials.
You got
It
extra
comes with
grand
a whole
laying
bunch of
around.
things in here. Comes with soap dispensers and all kinds of little fun things. If you notice the little blue bubble right here, that is if you start an LRP order with it, the loyalty rewards program, you get 100 points that next month. Now, and that I feel instead of starting at 10% with the loyalty rewards program, you'd start at 15%. So you're getting 15% points back. And the last one that I really like to talk about, because I think the diamond kit is a little overboard to be talking about, is the Every Oil kit. It is also very expensive, but it literally has all the oils.
Like all of them?
It has all the oils.
Wow.
Does it have rose in it? But it has all the oils.
Dang it.
The diamond kit, I'll mention it. It has all the products. So, but it's pricey. I'm not going to tell you, oh, this is really inexpensive. But then let's think about, let's see, my daughter had a cold. I had to go to the doctor. So I had to pay for the doctor's visit. Then I would have had to pay for the prescription. And the time that I had to take off work to bring her to the doctor's appointments and the gas to get to the doctor's appointment. Start adding things up when all I had to do was put some Brie and some peppermint on her.
And obviously, we're not saying, hey, become your own doctor. It's not like that. But I would rather try something a little bit more natural than taking it to the right away. Let's go straight to the doctor for a cough.
Yeah, if I think it's something serious, I'm like, let's go. We're going. But if it's something I think I can take care of at home, it's a cough. It's a small fever. It's not, obviously, if she has 104 fever, I'm gonna go to the doctor. But if it's something that I feel safe trying to take care of at home, then I'm gonna try that first. If it's not working, then I'll go to the doctor. But I rather try at home first in a more natural way than to go ahead and spend all the time that's gonna take and all the money it's gonna take for one doctor's appointment, So in the long run, it saves you money because you're not having to take all those steps. You're not having to close down a daycare or take a day off work or travel from here to 20 miles away because that's where your doctor is or whatever the case may be. You're taking care of it at home. And like I said, these bottles, as they could be a little bit pricey, you're getting several applications out of them. Several. Like I said, there are 250 drops approximately in the 15 milliliter bottles. And if you're using 1 or 2 drops at a time, you can do the math yourself. So that's a lot. So I wanted to thank you guys for having me here. I will answer whatever questions you guys have.
Right, sample your lavender oil.
Absolutely. These books
If you guys
are
need to
free
contact
look
me,
at.
feel free to contact me at jennyleeoils@gmail.com. We are signing off. Bye.
Oh.
You guys